come into a comfortable seat. That can be legs crossed, like crisscross applesauce. It can be kneeling, whatever is something that will be comfortable for you to sort of set the intention and just become present in this moment. Closing the eyes, letting the face and the jaw relax, settling into this moment. So maybe shifting the weight on your sit bones side to side to really ground yourself evenly on your mat. Really lengthening the tailbone to the earth and lengthening the crown of the head to the ceiling. Just let the shoulders relax down the back and notice what's coming up for you in your mind and your body and try to let that go. Starting to find your inhales and your exhales, and if you use the ujjayi breath in and out the nose in your yoga practice, you can start to cultivate that, where you constrict the throat and breathe, sounding like the waves of the ocean, deep and full. If that's not for you or you're not sure, just find a natural, very comfortable breath. Just breathing right here is yoga. So I'm offering the intention today of contentment. And in yoga, the Sanskrit word is Santosha. It's one of the niyamas. There's yamas in yoga, which are moral guidelines for how you act in relation to others in our society, while the niyamas are inner observances of how a yogi treats oneself. So niyamas guide us towards a more positive, accepting, appreciative relationship with ourselves. And Santosha is a combination of words that translate to mean complete, satisfied, and comfortable. So maybe today for your practice or for this week, how can you practice contentment and Santosha? How can you feel comfortable in your skin? Maybe that means freeing yourself of some expectations, letting go of shoulds or coulds that might cloud yourself from feeling whole and complete with what you have and who you are right now. Whether you're sore or achy or tired or excited, energized, it's accepting that in this moment. There's a proverb that says, a harvest of peace is produced from a seed of contentment. So keeping the eyes closed, just switch up the legs so that you can stay here for a few more moments comfortably. And let's take a breath into that intention, or if you want to let that go and choose your own intention, by all means, the practice is yours. So inhale fully. And on your exhale, just tilt your head back and your chin up, maybe smile. And exhale, head back to center and tilt your chin down towards your chest. One more time, inhale, head up, tilt the chin up, head back, and start to roll the neck, just semicircles side to side. Left ear comes to left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. And head back to center. If you're using my playlist, you can go ahead and press play now. Exhale, let your chin float down. Again, soft eyes, and start to semicircle the neck forward, just along the chin, the chest, side to side, warming up the neck muscles. And then inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right, left hand to right thigh, right hand behind the spine. Inhale to find the length in your spine, and exhale to twist a little deeper. Inhale, arms through center. Exhale, twist to the other side, to your left. Again, don't say left and right, but just try to get both sides. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. One more each side, to the right. Really detoxifying to twist out the spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Breath to movement. Inhale, rise back up. Arms reach tall along the ears. Exhale, cross the arms, bend the knees, palms to the knees, and start to round your back forward and back, a little like cat-cow. So pull your heart, your chest through, and then exhale, round it back. Two more. Exhale, release the hands, release the legs, right leg long, left knee bent, like tree pose, so sole of the foot into the right thigh. Use your hands behind your back to lift your chest and start to fold forward. It's the morning for most of us, the beginning of the day, beginning of the practice, so don't judge how tight or open your hamstrings are. Just take a big breath to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, let the head release, the jaw release. Inhale, rise back up, stack your shoulders over your torso, and then side body stretch. So right forearm alongside the right leg, reach your left arm over your ear. Really spread through your fingers and press your right heel into the earth to engage your whole right leg. Let the head and the neck relax. One more inhale. And then exhale, plant your left hand outside your left thigh and lift onto your left shin. Reach through your right arm. Side body stretch through the right fingers and all the way down your right toes. Exhale, lower the hips. Switch out the legs. So left leg is long, right knee is bent. Hands behind the glutes to lift the chest. And then turn towards your left leg and start to fold. It's not about how far down you go. Keep finding the length in the spine. Nice. Flex your left toe and really press energy out the ball of the foot. And you'll feel that engage the whole left leg. Then inhale, slowly rise up. Left forearm alongside left thigh. Reach your right arm over your ear. Always make sure you're supporting your head and your neck. So you can use your right hand to even hold that head. One more inhale through the right side body. And then exhale, right hand sweeps all the way up and down behind your right hip. Lift onto your right shin. Maybe point your left toes. Reach through your left fingertips. Big breath in. And exhale, slowly lower back down. Come onto your hands and knees for tabletop. Stack shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips and knees. Maybe tap out your feet, wake up your toes. And then let's do some wrist stretches. We're on our hands and knees a lot in yoga. We're texting and typing a lot, so really important to protect our wrists. You can always practice from your fists or your forearms. Great modifications if you feel any pain in the wrists. So let's flip our right hand, fingers facing the knee, and slowly lower your palm down. It doesn't have to come all the way down. Just notice. Notice for your body how it feels, nice and slow. Some of the weight is still in your other palm. Just feeling that stretch. And then shake that out. Different variation, the palm is going to face you and your fingers are still facing your knee, and slowly lower the back of the hands down onto the earth. Nice and slow. And then shake that out. Let's do the other side. Maybe tap out your feet in between, move your hips around. So left fingertips flip and face you. And just go as far as feels comfortable. We always need to pay attention to both left and right side because they're not symmetrical. That's okay, we just observe the differences. And then flip the palm to face you and slowly lower. Nice, and just kind of tap out your wrists, maybe roll them, and come into tabletop. I'm gonna turn just so you can see me a little better. From tabletop, really spread through your fingers like you're giving the floor a high 10. Your index fingers are gonna face forward. Claw the earth enough that the palms could lift up like a little bubble under you. That's really gonna support your wrists. So keeping your hips together, your navel drawing in, draw your right knee out to the right, like a little frog leg, fire hydrant, and then draw it back to center. Keep working your left hip towards center. Right knee goes right and center. Keep going to the right, to the center. Like a little frog. One more. Hold it, straighten your right leg, and lower the foot down. So maybe the whole sole of the foot can press, or maybe it's just the inside. No worries. Roll your body up to stand. Stack shoulders over hips, and start to slide your right arm down your right leg. It doesn't have to go far. Reach your left arm over your ear. Another side body stretch. Beautiful. Gate opener, and then inhale, stack the shoulders, and your left hand's gonna come down. If you do have a block or a book or any kind of prop, you can use that and place your hand. Reach your right arm over your ear. Press out through that right foot away from you. So you're getting a full extension in the side body. Either stay here or reach your right toes off the earth, balancing. Ankle in line with your shoulder, lift it a little higher. Nice, keep pulling your rib cage in and your core in. And then maybe draw elbow to knee, little crunch. Extend, exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend, one more, crunch and hold. Beautiful, extend, come on, back down, tabletop. Maybe a little cat-cow, the spine, rolling the head and the neck around before we move to the second side. Nice work. So find your tabletop. Let's do the left side. So left knee to the left. Keep drawing right hip in. And then bring your left knee back towards center. Keep moving with your breath. So left knee to the left and center. Keep going. Nice work. Engaging those glutes, and then pause, straighten your left leg, lower the left foot to the ground, gate opener, roll your body up, and slide left hand down, left leg. Always good to make sure you're not pressing directly on your knee, so maybe on the thigh or the shin, right arm over ear. Keep pressing your hips forward, and then inhale, back to center, right hand can come down, maybe on a block, maybe on your fists. Reach through your left arm. Keep pressing your left foot into the mat. And then either stay here or lift your left foot, finding a little balance, a variation of plank, side plank pose. Either stay here or draw elbow to knee. 2 more times. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, crunch and hold. Nice work, and extend. And then come on back down, tabletop. Toes kiss together, knees wide, child's pose. Sink hips towards heels. Reach through your fingers, but keep it an active child's pose. We're still warming up. Press into your palms like spider fingers so that your wrists and your forearms come off the earth. Your forehead can connect to the mat. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, draw yourself into tabletop again. This time, tuck the toes under. Start to feel the stretch through your feet. Really press into the palms and inhale, lift the knees just to hover. And everything I offer is an option. You can always come back to that child's pose. It's a great home-based pose to reset. We're still hovering in tabletop. I'm here with you, you got it. Nice work. Option to lower the knees or keep hovering, and we're just gonna slowly walk forward. Try to keep your hips stable. Change nothing except the direction you're going. You're walking to the top of your mat, and then you're walking back towards the back of your mat. Just a fun option. Take or leave whatever you want in the practice. And then let's walk back to center. Inhale fully. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Start to walk the dog. You have 5 breaths just to explore here. So bend left knee, bend right knee, pedaling the legs, anchoring the heels closer to the earth, really pressing through the palms and wrapping your arm bones as if you could peer into your armpits. Do whatever you need. 3 more breaths. Shake your head yes and no. Just kind of walking the dog, warming up the hamstrings, noticing how it feels in your body today. Beautiful. And then slowly start to find a still downward facing dog. Knees can stay slightly bent if that feels better for your body. Everybody inhale, heels up. Exhale, lower the heels. Move with your breath. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Warming up the calves. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Lift high onto the toes, and then exhale. Really press and plug your heels back. Look towards your hands. Take lots of little steps forward, forward, fold, bending the knees. Top of the mat. Let your legs be bent, and let your head and your neck release completely. So head heavy. Interlace your hands around your elbows or just inside your forearms. Start to sway, ragdoll pose. And then release the hands, take a half lift, long spine. Crown of the head reaches forward. Hands can brace the shins or the thighs, not directly on the knees. Long spine. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise to mountain pose. Press the palms together and pull them into your heart. Tuck your tailbone, roll your shoulders back. Maybe close the eyes for a breath. Float your ears a little further behind you. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, soft knees again. Ragdoll again. Grab onto your elbows. Now we're going to make a big circle with our body. So start to sway left and right. And then keeping the arms as they are, you're going to keep framing the face, and we're going to circle all the way to the right. Roll your body all the way up and over, framing the face at the top. And exhale all the way back down. Let's do that to the other side. So sway to the left, rotate your whole body. All the way back down, ragdoll pose, let that go, sigh it out. Inhale for a half lift. And exhale, let it go. Step back to plank pose, just like tabletop. And you can take tabletop if you need. You can always lower the knees. So lift your thighs up. Feel the energy coming out of your heels. Press into your palms. Nice work. Notice any thoughts that are coming. We got to check our alignment here, so keep tucking your tailbone. Beautiful. Head is an extension of the spine. So let your neck be in line with the spine, just looking a little bit in front of you. Everybody, knees, chest, and chin lower to the earth. Untuck the toes. Arms can be wide or forward for our first cobra. Press palms. Pull the heart forward. Sternum forward. Draw your shoulder blades back. Exhale, lower down. 2 more rolling cobras. Inhale, press into the tops of the feet. Lift the heart. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Hands by the chest. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog, either through tabletop or plank. Add some sun salutations. Inhale, right leg high. Draw your right knee all the way forward. Maybe you need to inch it, help it to get there. Left knee comes down. You can double up the mat or place something underneath to support your knee. Untuck your toes, arms rise. Draw your rib cage in. Relax the shoulders down your back. Spin your arms so that your pinky fingers face each other. Sink a little deeper in your lunge, but draw your hips together. And then exhale, cactus arms. Open the chest. Little back bend. Inhale, arms up. Press the palms together. Exhale, slide your arms to the right, outside the right thigh. Nice. Inhale, back to center. 2 more. Exhale, slide to the right. Inhale, use your breath. Last one. Slide to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. A variation of side angle. So roll your left shoulder back. And exhale, 2 hands down. Frame your face, set back, plank pose. Either knees, chest, chin. Either hips up to down dog. Or our first chaturanga, shift the weight into your toes, look forward, exhale, lower to 90 degrees, untuck the toes, thighs stay off the mat, upward facing dog, or cobra to downward facing dog. So we have a lot of flows in our vinyasa practice, and you can always skip them and take a child's pose or go right to downward facing dog. Support your body and be intentional about your choices. Next, inhale, left leg high, step forward, low lunge, use your core to draw your left foot all the way forward, maybe heel toe it a little further forward. Back knee comes down, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sink into the lunge, but draw your hips towards each other. Imagine your left heel is drawing towards your right thigh as well, so you're really pulling everything in towards the midline. Exhale, cactus arms, open the chest. Inhale, arms up, palms press. Slide the arms to the left, kind of like you're rowing a boat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slide. You can always move slower or faster than my pace. Exhale, left hand down inside left foot. Reach your right arm to the sky and roll your chest and your shoulder to the right. Really reach through your right fingertips. Exhale, 2 hands down. Step forward to forward fold. Right foot meets left, top of mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let that go. Root to rise. Press through your feet. Rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Twist to the right. Inhale, center. Keep cactus arms. Twist your torso to the left. Keep going. Center, right, center, left. And now just release the arms and kind of washing machine out the spine. And slow that down back to mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank, optional vinyasa, or straight to downward facing dog. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for your heart opener. Exhale, down dog. Full rounded breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale, right leg high. Step forward to high lunge. So left leg is lifted. Option is just go back into low lunge again. Great choice. Inhale, arms up. Let's set our foundation. I like to walk my right foot more to the right for a little more balance. Option to bend your back knee so that you can tuck your tailbone and then re-extend it. So press out of that left heel. Lift your left thigh a little higher. Beautiful. High lunge. One more inhale. Exhale, press the palms together and then slide your hands to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left heel comes down and then right hand inside right thigh, left arm to the sky. side, angle. So we've been here before, but with a variation, you can always take the back knee down, roll your left shoulder back, stacking two shoulders, spread through your left fingertips. Your right forearm can be on right thigh, so you're not crunching the right side of your body, you want space there. Or you can just reach, maybe you touch the floor, maybe you have a block. Keep reaching out of your left fingertips to grow a little taller. We're gonna pull all the way up to warrior two, so left arm back. And take time here to set up your foundation as well. Maybe heel toe your foot wider, sink deeper in your lunge if you can. Shoulders over hips. Extend through your fingers. Maybe your pinky fingers go a little further back. Press out of the left outside edge of left foot. Either stay here or lift onto your right toes. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift and lower. One more, lift and hold. Exhale, lower. Flip your front palm, reach forward, reverse warrior. Left hand down, left leg, or you can wrap it around to grab your t-shirt or waistband, or maybe all the way around your thigh. It's a side body stretch through the right side body. Really reach to your right fingers. Don't forget about the lunge, right knee directly over right ankle. One more, inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel, hands down, step back, plank pose, option for vinyasa or downward facing dog. We'll all meet in down dog. Inhale fully and exhale completely. Inhale, left heel high, step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Take time, track your left knee directly over ankle, maybe bend the back knee, and re-extend it with that strength. Release shoulders down the back. Exhale, press the palms together and slide the hands to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right heel down, left hand down, side angle. Keep drawing your left hip in. And then really feel the energy of your right hand reaching to the sky, enough that you can come all the way up, warrior two. Take time, set up this side. Make sure your hips are even. There's a tendency for the back hip to be a little higher, so maybe hands to the hips to level that out. Our first warrior two on this side. So it's not a static pose. You can always move, not just to fidget, but to find where it feels like you're in a strong, aligned posture. And then option to add the heel lift. So inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, lower. Nice, keep going. Move with your breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Let's do one more, then hold it up. Exhale, heel down, flip front palm, reach forward, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, frame the face, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, pull the hands into your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Now we're going to do a lot of work from here. You can always lower the knees. You can always come up to forearms or fists. You know my class, we always incorporate some good core. So here we go, we're getting started. Notice what crosses your mind about yourself, about me. Just try to be content. So inhale, right leg high, draw your right knee to your chest and extend it back. Lower your right foot. Left foot off the mat, left knee bends, draw it to your chest and back. Keep going. Right knee in and out. Just slow mountain climbers. Tracking your left and right shoulder over your left and right wrist still. If you're wobbling, you're doing it right. Nice work. Okay, now pause. We're gonna just work the right side. So again, you can lower the knees and do it from tabletop, or just take a break and join when you're ready. So right heel lifts, draw your right knee in and out to the side, like that fire hydrant frog leg. Back to center, long. Keep the right leg going. Bend the knee to the side, center, long. One more. Draw right knee in to the right, center, and long. Either take a break or keep going. Left side. Left knee draws in. Find your froggy and back. In. Frog leg. Center. Back. One more. Nice work. Take a break or keep going. We're gonna add a new pattern. So it's gonna be right, left, hold, left, right, hold. So it's kind of like fast, fast, pause, fast, fast, slow. And you take that cadence however you want. Maybe you want a little cardio to warm your and wake up, or maybe you're taking it nice and slow. But the control, the pause is really gonna work your core. You can feel it and you can hear it in my voice. One more, you got it. Nice. Hips up, down dog, or take a child's. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale, let that out. Inhale fully. And exhale completely. Nice work. Bend the knees. If you feel warm enough, you can play with hopping as quietly as you can to meet your hands, or just walk. Forward fold. Land soft. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes. Feel your heart beating. Restore your breath. And then heel toe, toes together, heels apart. Open the eyes. Sink down, arms up, chair pose. Check that you can see your toes. Tuck your tailbone a little more and lift your thumbs a little higher. Press your palms together and then slide your arms to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, slide to the left. Inhale, center. Option to lift the heels. Play with the balance. Onto your toes. Exhale, lower. One more time, heels up. Either stay here or add the slide of the arms to the right. Center, keep your hips in line. Left and center and forward fold. Yeah, that was hard for me too. Nice work. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms up. And pull it to your heart center. Take a breath. This time, heel toe. Feet wide, wider than shoulder width distance. Almost as wide as your mat. Heels in slightly, toes out. Inhale, arms up, sink down. Chair pose variation, a wide leg chair. Maybe you prefer this, maybe you hate this. You got this, either way. Sink lower, thumbs up, arms long. Come onto your heels, play with the balance. Exhale, heels down, palms pressed, just one time, slide to the right. Back to center, you got it, left side. Back to center, and start to lower your torso. Reach to your fingers, reach forward. Glutes and hips start to lower all the way to your seat, coming into boat pose. Just a little more core. You can come onto your back and take Shavasana if you want. If you're joining me, arms long, either toes on the mat for some support, or legs extended. Lots of variations in every pose. Bridge pose is no different. Slide your arms to the right. Inhale, center, left, center. One more each side. Here we go. Right, center, nice and slow. Left, center. Stay with me. Arms wide. You can use your hands behind your glutes for a little more support. Keep your toes together, knees wide. Back together, like a little clamshell. Open and close. Open and close. Nice. Open and close. 2 more. You got this. Open and close. Keep the spine long. Open and close. One last variation from here. And you're just gonna move your arms and your legs around. I know I look a little crazy. You're lucky no one can see you. I call this like seaweed or jellyfish. The further away you move and wiggle your limbs, the harder it is for your body to stabilize. So just kind of have fun with it. If you fall out, it's all good. Nice. So really wiggling around for another 3 seconds. You got this. For 2, freestyle, however you wish. And 1, come all the way onto your back. Pull your knees in, give yourself a hug. Nice work. All right, just 2 more core exercises. You got this. So knees over hips. Interlace your hands behind your head. Lift your shoulder blades and start to just bicycle. Pedal out the legs, but start slow. Nice and slow. Keep pressing your lower back into the earth as you tuck your tailbone, and you'll feel it working your lower core. Make sure you're not drawing your knee closer to your chest. Keep knee over your hip. It will be a little harder, but that's how you know you're doing the work right. All right, either stay here or take that same fast, fast pause. Left, right, hold, cadence and pattern that we did in our plank. So side, side, hold. Again, that pause, the control is working your obliques. Keep going. One more each side, you got it. And then let everything go. Arms wide or cactus arms. Let your knees float to the left, but hover them. Back to center. Knees to the right and hover. Center. You're doing amazing. Knees to the left, hover. Maybe you want to start straightening your legs again. The further away your limbs are from you, the harder they are. Or keep them slightly bent. One more each side. Knees to the left. And this time when your knees come to the right, just release them completely. Close the eyes, let your left ear float to the left. Spinal twist, right hand can be on the top of the left thigh. Just release here in a spinal twist. Amazing work. And then inhale, knees to center. Let the knees float to the left. Left hand can be on top of the right thigh. Look to your right or close the eyes. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, draw the knees back to center. Give yourself a big hug. And start to gently rock and roll on your spine, forward and back. Enough that you can plant your feet onto the earth. Hands come behind you. Inhale, lift hips, reverse tabletop. Really stretching out the whole front side of your body after all that core. Press into your feet. Imagine your thighs are squeezing a block between your legs. Relax head and neck if that feels okay. Either stay here or lower the hips. Exhale and inhale, lift the hips. Keep doing that, or option to play with sliding through your glutes, your butt comes through your arms as you start to straighten your legs. And maybe you just play with that. Maybe that doesn't work for you today or for your anatomy at this moment. It's all good. Just something fun to try. Let's all meet in reverse tabletop and exhale, lower down. Make your way onto your belly, all the way over. And let's take any back bend to stretch out the core a little more. So Sphinx pose, you can be on your forearms. You can start to straighten your arms. It could be a cobra or upward facing dog. 3 breaths. Close the eyes. Breathe into your belly. And then lower all the way down. Take an inhale, your belly down Shavasana. Press the palms back, downward facing down. Full rounded breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Fire hydrant, scorpion dog. So your right heel is coming closer to your glutes. Maybe you come onto your right forearm. And then we're just gonna pulse our right leg a little higher. So your right shin, your knee, your ankle lifted a little higher to the sky for 3, for 2, for 1. Re-extend your right leg long. Draw it all the way forward. Warrior 2. Step your right foot down. Left heel comes down to an angle, arms open. We've already been here, so get into your deep warrior 2. Inhale, right arm alongside your right ear. Bend the elbow. Left hand can come to the right elbow for the nice tricep stretch, or you can reach around for your shirt if you have a towel or a t-shirt. Maybe you're just holding your shirt, or maybe your fingers connect. Keep drawing your hips forward in line with your shoulders. Getting a nice stretch, nice bind. One more inhale. Exhale, release the bind, shake out your arms, reach forward and reverse. Warrior 1, inhale. coming all the way into side angle. So again, right forearm can be on the thigh, left arm over the ear, or maybe you bend the elbow and start to find a half bind, left hand for your shirt or your shorts, reach around for your right thigh, or a full bind. But try not to compromise the space in your right side body. For me, it helps to walk my back foot in a little. Roll your left shoulder open. Half or full bind. Step your left foot all the way to the top of the mat. You're in kind of like a forward fold. Press onto your left foot, and you're gonna either take tree pose with your right leg or bird of paradise. If you have the half or full bind, you can draw your right leg up. Playing with the balance. If you're in bird of paradise, you can work towards straightening that leg. If you're in tree pose, you can work towards finding balance with the eyes closed. Wherever you are, plant your right foot back down and step your left foot back into that side angle. Release your bind. Hands come inside your right foot. Heel toe your right foot more to the right. And then bring your right hand to your inner right thigh. Walk your left hand back, either towards the middle of the mat or all the way back. And just feel this nice stretch through the whole left leg, pressing your right leg away from you with your right hand on your inner thigh. Relax head, jaw, face. Let everything go. And then release your right hand, heel toe your feet to parallel, wide leg forward fold. Start to fold towards the middle, walk your hands back. Shift the weight into your toes, out of your heels, so that your hips come over the ankles. And then hands back under the face. Inhale for a half lift, long spine. Hands to hips. Rise your torso up, arms up, heels in, toes out, star pose. Get big here and then palms press, sink down, goddess squat, horse pose. Draw your knees further back behind you. Option to stay here, option to lift right heel. Exhale, lower, left heel. Exhale, lower, both heels. Nice. Exhale, lower. Either stay or let's do that again. This time, left heel up. Lower, right heel up. Lower and balance. Lower both heels, stand up, star pose. Start to spin your arms to the right. Step back, vinyasa, as you cartwheel down, meet back in downward facing dog. From down dog, look towards your feet and walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat. Forward fold at the back of the mat. You can always have a slight bend in the knees. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart, close the eyes. Find your Tadasana mountain pose. And then with the eyes closed, really press through your left foot and lift your right foot off the earth. Just notice what happens. It might be really hard. I'm certainly losing my balance. Plant your right foot really firmly. Ground through your right foot and lift your left toes just an inch. And notice what happens in your body. And then lower the right foot. Open the eyes. And we're going to take tree pose. So draw your right knee up, out to the side like a frog. And then you'll place your right foot anywhere on your leg, but directly on your knee. So it could be a kickstand at your ankle. You can use your hand to place it up by your thigh. Press your leg into your foot and your foot into your leg. And then take any arm variation. Palms at heart center, reverse prayer, cactus. Maybe close the eyes here and play with that balance. Or just pick a point that's not moving. So don't choose me, a drishti point to focus on. All right, release your right knee up and then step it down. Really root it as you plant. Really confidently, really intentionally plant that right foot and then draw your left knee up. Frog leg, tree pose. So we're going to take a walking tree to the top of your mat. So you choose how long, how many breaths you want to stay in each pose, and then you release that leg. And with intention, plant your left foot, really spreading all the toes and lifting the right. Any arm variation. Just a traveling tree. Beautiful forest. Keep drawing your hips in, keep lifting your chest and your torso so your shoulders are high. Eventually, we'll all meet in mountain pose, the top of the mat. No hurry, take your time to get there, maybe evening out the number of trees you did on left and right. And then mountain pose, forward fold, arms up, exhale, hinge, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back, plank pose, just hold it, isometric hold. You got this. We just have 5 breaths. And again, you can totally skip it. You can take a child, down dog, table. 2 more breaths. Exhale, down dog, nice job. Inhale, left leg high, bend the knee, open it up, stack your hips. Maybe your forearm comes down. Keep pressing your right heel to the earth, left heel towards glutes. And then let's lift your left leg a little higher, creating some space there. Still pulsing left leg for 3, for 2, for 1. Re-extend your left leg long, step all the way forward, warrior 2. Right heel spins down, open up. Adding the arm, left arm up, bend at the elbow, right hand to left elbow, and you may find the bind is harder or easier on this side. Just be aware of that, observe that. It's okay, whatever happens. Keep drawing your tailbone down and crown of head up. Exhale, release that. Notice if your arms feel different or lighter. Flip front palm, reverse warrior 1, big inhale. And then on your exhale, sweep down to side angle. Option to add the half bind, or maybe a full bind. Wrapping left arm under left thigh. Again, noticing if it's easier or harder without judging that. Keep drawing left hip in, maybe walk your right foot in. And then step right foot to meet left. Either tree pose, or you can play, even if you just have a half bind, you can play with that bird of paradise balancing posture. You can play with straightening left leg. Really lift your torso. And then slowly, let's all return. Forward fold, keeping the bind if you have it. You can step right foot back. Coming into a runner's lunge, heel toe your left foot more to the left. 2 hands inside the left foot. Walk right hand back, left hand to inner left thigh. And reach your torso towards the right. Keep pressing your left hand into your left thigh. Right hand reaches to the right. Nice work. You're doing it right. You're feeling something in your body. And then Prasarita, 2 feet are parallel, forward fold. Head heavy, light in the heels. Inhale for a half lift, long spine. Exhale, hands to hips, rise all the way up. Star pose, heels in, toes out. Really reach, maybe bump out your hips, shake it out. And then sink down, squat. Malasana, not Malasana, squat in your horse stance. Press your palms together and reach them out. Reach your palms to the sky. And then slice your palms to your right ankle. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale to the left ankle. Inhale up. 2 more to the right. Center, knees back to the left. Center, stand all the way up. Star pose, shake it out. Cartwheel your hands top of mat. Option for vinyasa, meet in downward dog. Inhale, right leg high, step forward, runner's lunge. So keep your hands on the mat. Left hand down, reach right arm up for a twist. We're coming into side plank, but lots of options to modify. You can come onto your fists or your forearms to support your wrists. Start to heel toe right foot to the right. Come onto the outside edge of your left foot. So left heel comes down to the left. Either stay here like a little kickstand or stack right foot in front of the left or on top of the left. Lift your hips, reach to your right fingers. Option to add your legs like tree pose, so bending your right knee, keep lifting the hips. If you're in tree pose, you can play with coming back down to plank. Everybody, right hand comes down, plank pose. Option to keep your tree, option to take a little chaturanga push-up, and then extend your right leg back, plank pose. Let's do the second side. So step your left foot all the way forward. Maybe heel toe it, help it get more forward at the top of the mat. Right hand down. Press into your right palm. Reach your left arm up for the twist. Rolling your left shoulder back. Either stay here or any variation. Heel toe your left foot to the left. Right heel comes down. Lift your hips. Stack your feet. You can always come onto forearms or keep a kickstand. Maybe tree pose with your legs. Stacking shoulders, stacking hips, lifting hips. If you have tree pose or not, and you want to play with that chaturanga challenge, left hand comes down, spinning onto your right toes. Take a push-up, plank, and down dog or child's, your choice. 3 rounds of breath. Either shins come down, toes together. 3 big inhales and exhales, complete rounds of breath. And then press into your palms. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Step forward, warrior 1. So left heel comes down about 45 degrees, arms up. Your hips are facing forward. So maybe heel toe your right foot more to the right so you have more space in your hips. Draw your left hip forward, right hip back. Sink your right knee over your right ankle. So make sure you're tracking it in line to support your knee. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest, and then flip your palms down, interlace the palms, press your knuckles towards the floor. Lift your heart, and with that length, start to fold humble warrior. So torso comes inside or on top of, it can rest on your right thigh or inside. Draw your right hip in. Crown of head towards the earth. Press out of the left foot, so you're not just dumping the weight into the right. And then 2 hands release inside the right foot, heel toe right foot to the right. Left knee comes down, lizard pose, any variation. So you can stay here. You can use any props, blocks, pillows, blankets to rest your head or your forearms on. You could take a quad stretch, drawing your left knee towards glute, reaching back with your right or your left hand. 3 breaths here. Any variation. If you have the quad stretch, start to release that. If you're on your forearms, press onto your palms. Untuck your back toes, lifting your left knee. And then keep your right foot where it is. Step your left foot outside of your right for Malasana squat at the top of your mat. And maybe this is not so comfortable. You can, again, sit on a blanket or sit on your block. You can have your heels lifted. If wherever you are, press your palms into each other. Use your arms to widen your knees. Tailbone down, crown up. Reach your right arm down and your left arm up for a twist. Option to stay here. Option to bend your elbows and try to find a bind, or a half bind or a full bind. We're going to come into another balancing pose. If you don't want to do a leg pose that it requires balance, you can do crow pose if you know it, planting your hands and playing with another arm balance, but that's a lot on your wrists today. So with the bind, You're gonna heel toe your left foot towards the middle of the mat. Come onto your right toes, so your right heel is up, and try to squeeze your legs together to stand up with the half bind or full bind. Nice. Exhale, wherever you're at, lower back down, Malasana squat. Press palms together. Let's do the other side. So left arm long, reach right arm up. Again, the option to just watch, option to stay and squat, add the bind, option to take crow, heel toe, right foot in, come on to left toes, left heel lifts. Squeeze your arms together and squeeze your left knee, your thigh towards the midline, balancing on your right leg. I know it's a lot for your ankle, but really finding that strength, that balance to rise up. And then exhale, let's all meet in a wide leg forward fold, top of mat. Bend the knees slightly, sway, let out the breath. Audible exhales, flutter of the lips, let that go. Nice work. Heel to your feet to parallel, about shoulder width distance, hip width distance. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose, hips up, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knees, step forward for warrior one. So right heel comes down about 45 degrees, arms alongside the ears, spread through the fingers, relax shoulders down your back. Left knee directly over your left ankle. Option to create more space in the hips, bring your left foot more to the left. Exhale, cactus arms, open the heart. Bend your fingers down, interlace, switch the grip the unfamiliar way. Will feel kind of weird. Punch away. Make space in your heart and then fold into humble warrior. Keep pressing through the right foot. Keep drawing left heel in, left hip in. One big inhale. And then exhale, hands release inside your left foot. Come onto your right toes, bring your right knee down. Maybe double up the mat for support. Left foot can walk more to the left. You're a lizard, so you could make it a moving, a dynamic, more still, any of the options. And it doesn't have to be the same as the other side. If you have the quad stretch, release that. Plant your hands, lift your back knee, and step into squat. Straighten the legs, wide leg forward fold. Make sure your feet are both on the mat. Bend your knees a lot. Right hand down, right knee bends, left arm to the sky for a twist. Either stay here or bend your back arm, left arm bends. Reach your right arm under your right thigh. Maybe find a half or full bind here. If you have the bind, press off your left foot and start to lift onto your right toes. This is just another entrance into bird of paradise. Maybe you find it more challenging, or maybe this is a more accessible way to practice. Good thing about these, they're on YouTube later. You can always rewind and redo it, replay with it, or just ask me questions if you have any questions about the poses. So come on back down. Let's come into forward fold. Shake that out. Interlace your hands behind the nape of neck. Forearms by the jawline. Take a breath. And then let's prepare for the second side as you're ready. Bending left knee deeply, left hand down, reach right arm up. You could always use blocks or whatever props are available to you, books as to support you. So your hand can be on a block or your foot could be on a block. In arm balances, it's often helpful to be using a block to get a little higher off the earth. So bend, and maybe you find the half or full bind. Right foot is your base this time. Rise up. My hamstrings are tight. It's hard to straighten my leg. And lower back down. Let it go. Forward fold. Nice work. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Option for a vinyasa. Load us up to down dog. Rinsing out another arm variation, or another arm balance variation. Down dog. Inhale, shift to plank. So here we go. It's our last time trying side plank, a different way to enter. Walk your left hand towards the middle of the mat. Spin your heels to the right, stacking them on top of each other or one in front of the other for more balance. And then reach your right arm up. Maybe you play with releasing your right leg off the left. Reach your right arm over your ear. Reach through your arms, reach through your toes, and then maybe you take elbow to knee, crunch, and extend. 2 more, crunch, extend, last one, crunch, extend, and let's come back to plank or tabletop between sides. Walk right hand more towards the middle of the mat. Coming onto spider fingers with your left, spin your toes, heels to the right. Lift your left arm, stacking shoulders, stacking hips. Lift your left toes, reach your left arm over your ear, and maybe you take the elbow to knee crunches. Come on back to plank. Option for a push-up. Downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up, shake it out. Maybe flip the dog. Wild thing. Open up the chest, the heart, the throat. Come on back. 3-legged dog. Shake out that right side. And left side. Lifts. Shake it out. Stay here or flip your dog. Right hand presses. Left foot comes off the mat. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Full round of breath. Notice how it feels. And then lower the knees all the way to the earth. Toes touch, child's pose. 1 big inhale here. Exhale, let it out. Pull yourself up into tabletop. And then spin your legs around for reverse tabletop. Press your feet into the mat. Press your hands. Inhale, lift the hips. Option is stay here. Option is straighten one leg and the other. Coming into your reverse plank. And then step it back in, reverse table. Lower your hips. Maybe slide them through your arms. Come all the way into a seated posture. Feet in front of you long. Press your hands behind your glutes to lift your chest. And with that length, fold forward. You can keep a bend in the knees here if you prefer or if it feels better on your lower back. 1 more inhale. Exhale, let it go. And let's come all the way onto our back. We just have 1 back bend, bridge or wheel. We're going to stay for 5 breaths. So press your feet into the earth. Inhale, lift the hips. You can put a block or a blanket under or use your hands for a more restorative posture. If you want a bridge, fingers face the shoulders. Press into your palms, lift onto crown of head and reach up. If you really want to add something on, even though this is our warm down and we're getting close to Shavasana, you can add wheel walks where you walk hands and feet forward and back. Really good for the brain, quite challenging. Wherever you are, pause, take 1 more breath, and slowly exit your back bend, lowering 1 vertebra at a time, tailbone tucking down to the earth. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then press your feet back down. Inhale, hips up. Reach your right leg to the sky. Cross right ankle over left thigh. Lift the hips. Lower them back down and find pigeon on your back. So draw your knees towards you. Interlace your hands. Roll your ankle. Release the hands and let your legs float to the left. We've already done a spinal twist, so let's just stay for 1 big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bringing out the spine. Inhale, knees back to center. Shake out the legs. Let's do the other side. So plant the feet. Lift the hips. Left leg to the sky. Bend the knee. Figure 4. Hips high and then tailbone lowers. Figure 4, pigeon on the back. Roll your ankle, relax the face, shoulders. Release the grip, arms wide or cactus arms. Float the legs to the right. Be sure to hydrate after these twists. After practice, big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Draw your knees back to center. The most critical pose of practice is almost here. Take happy baby, hands to feet, feet to hands, knees to armpits. Side out. It's time for corpse pose, final resting pose. I ran a minute or two over with all those standing series, all that core. So if you can stay, just take 10 breaths, 20 breaths, 2 minutes of Shavasana. If you have time, I'm going to let you all stay for a few minutes of Shavasana, and we'll close out together with a quote and communal breath. So release from your happy baby, arms and legs long, eyes closed. Exhale, let it go. Inhale fully. Exhale to arrive. You've made it to Shavasana. There's nothing left to do. Surrender completely. Give yourself permission to rest and be right here. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. As slowly as you can, begin to reawaken the body. Deepening inhales, lengthening exhales. Finding small movements where it feels natural. Wheeling from the fingers and the toes. No hurry. Eventually drawing the knees to the chest and giving yourself a big hug. And eventually rolling over to the right in a fetal position. Take it slow. Just observe the quality of the mind, the quality of the breath, and the nervous system. Try to maintain that as you are moving, as we move off the mat into the day. Eventually you'll meet back in a comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed, eyes soft if you can. A final quote, and we'll breathe together. The only dream worth having, I told her, is to dream that you will live while you're alive and die only when you're dead. Arundhati Roy. If you're not already there, make your way to a seated position or stay in your Shavasana as long as you can. Bring your hands to heart center. Exhale completely. Inhale fully and let it go. One more, inhale and exhale. Thank you all so much. So good to see you all. I hope you have a great day.